It's not a silly question though. Spirituality, what is that? Well, like, I don't know, and I haven't prepared to answer that question. But what I would say is this: that spirituality, from the perspective of what I'm talking about today, in terms of our response to Jesus, is the extent to which everything I think, everything I feel, everything I do, the way I live my life, the decisions I make, the goals that I have, the friends that I choose to spend time with, the way I have recreation, how much of all that stuff is wrapped up in the fact that Jesus Christ is alive, that He is your Saviour and Lord, and that you live to serve and glorify Him. So is that an acceptable definition of spirituality? It doesn't mean that watching a DVD with your non-Christian friends is not spiritual. If your reason for being there is to build those bridges, or because to serve Him better you need to take time out, then that's part of your spirituality. To chill out and play golf or whatever it is. It's probably a lesson I need to learn so that I'm not so caffeine. So it's an all-embracing definition, for the sake of where we want to go today, of what spirituality is. What I'm a little bit concerned about is that we all hang out with certain types of people, some of them Christian, some of them not, and having a spiritual journey, having a prayer life, submitting ourselves to God, getting to know His Word, that all requires hard work. And it also requires a battle. If you read Galatians 5, you'll find this battle that goes on between the sinful nature and what it wants, and the spiritual nature and what it wants. Right? Some good stuff in Romans 8 about that too. The battle between the spirit and the flesh. Now that battle's going on all the time, whether you like it or not, if you're a Christian. It's going on every day. This is what worries me. Spirituality, we choose the company we keep. Have you ever stopped to think that your level of spirituality may have risen only to the point where you blend in well with the people around you? Right? So if someone, seems to pray all the time, and you think, oh, yeah, maybe my prayer life is a bit slack, so you increase your prayer life to match those around you. You blend in. The problem I have with that is that Jesus is your Saviour. He's your Lord. And one day you're going to meet Him, and the offering of your life is your offering to Him in what He has done for you. And He's not going to be looking at the people around you to measure your response. You've been given different gifts. You've been given different abilities and intensity and passion. You are you. And you need to respond to Jesus in the way that is right for your gifts, your story, your journey, who you are, not the people around you. A little test I like to throw in there, and whether it's right or not, I don't know. But imagine that it's 4 in the morning and you're suddenly wakened up. And you're not sure why, and then all of a sudden, over your bed, Jesus appears. And He looks straight into your eyes. He might be in this picture, He doesn't even say anything. He just looks at you. And you look back at Him. And then He disappears. Now what do you think of this? If your life changes in any way from the next day on, if your response to Him is different in some way, why? Why? Why should it change? He is alive. He is your Lord. He is real. He does watch you sleeping every night. Why did seeing Him inspire you to change in some way? Would your spirituality after seeing Him rise above those around you? If so, do it now. How do you know you won't, by default, inspire others anyway? by not saying, oh, well, this is the standard. Everyone seems to know their Bible reasonably well. They know 5 memory verses and can quote 6 books of the New Testament. That seems to be the groove, and I'm comfortable with that. Why are you comfortable with that? Why can't we give our all to serving Jesus with all that we have? With all the strengths, the talents, the abilities, the time. And let their spirituality raise because of you being around. Think of that test. Would my life be any different if I had proof? If it would, then make the changes without the proof. What did he say to Thomas? Thomas put his fingers in the holes in Jesus' hand, after having said, oh, I'm not going to believe Jesus is risen from the dead. Now, poor Thomas, he's a message for another day because he gets a pretty bad rap. But he was the first one on earth to declare the risen Lord is God. You are my God. What a wonderful declaration. But Jesus did say to him, blessed are you if you see without believing. If you believe without seeing. Let's turn that around. Blessed are you. Ruined a wonderful moment. If you believe without seeing.